why I think LiveJournal is so great is that they have all these communities that you can join, and they all obtain to your interests. Like, there's thousands of them out there, and personally, some of my favorites are, there's one called The Crazy Axe, which has a really great source of humor, really, and there's just a lot of great stories out there, and when I look at some of them, it's like, wow, there are some major jerks and real bitches out there, and it just makes me feel so much better about the people I've dated. It's like, wow, I'm glad I wasn't with this psycho guy. Like, come on. And it makes you feel better when you can really just talk to that person and be like, oh, well, here's some advice I'm going to give you about so-and-so, and it's just like you can give someone the advice to maybe help them not fall for that type of person again. And another one I really love is Lovers Far Away, because I'm currently in a long-distance relationship, and it's just seeing one that was so great for me, and it just seemed like something that was so personal, like someone had said, oh, I'm going to make this community for you. And so, since my relationship is so personal to my own life, it's just something that I really enjoy. And I think those types of communities are great because it's further than just expressing your own life and having it as an outlet. It's something that's pertaining to your personal interests, and it's a way of sharing something so personally with someone maybe you've never met, and someone you otherwise would never have realized you had anything in common with. And one other one that I really like is the poetry one. And I'm a real big fan of poetry, and it's just really nice to see that poetry isn't dead, and that people still write and are still in that kind of creative mode, because I think that poetry is something that's so beautiful, and it's such another great expression of the human emotions. One last one I'll mention is one called Dear You, and it's just a really different community. It's basically one where you write a letter to someone, and I just find it a really great expression and ability to have an outlet of something you've been feeling, because I've made quite a few entries on there. I've made one to my boyfriend, one to a relative who has passed away, and one to my dad, and quite a few of the things that I've mentioned in the letters are just things that I could really never say to the people they're addressed to. First off, because either they're deceased or they're for a personal relationship with someone who I'm not comfortable with saying certain things to, or maybe they're, like with my current relationship, there's just certain things that I can't exactly say to him, just because I know either he'd worry or he'd disagree, or whatever. And I think in most relationships, everyone keeps secrets, and there are certain things that you want to keep to yourself, but it's nice to be able to share that with strangers. And I just think that those types of things are just a really great outlet for your own personal emotion, and I think those are really important to me, because those letters are just obviously something I would never send, but sometimes I've even got feedback about them, about, oh, well, I'm sorry about your relationship with so-and-so, and that's really relatable to me because of the relationship I have with my father, or with my boyfriend, or whatever. And it's just like I was saying before about social networking, that it's just a way of being able to really connect with people on a real personal basis that I don't think people really do anymore, because especially in person, because when you meet someone in person, like even as a friend, relationship, the first thing you really connect on is things you have in common, like interests, like TV shows, hockey teams, you know, things like Starbucks or I don't know, like certain stores that you both like, or whatever. But I don't think people really connect on an emotional basis, not until they get really close. But with blogging, it's the exact opposite, that you first connect with sort of emotional problems and personal issues, and I think that's something that's really good, because then you have a different kind of relationship.